Heyo, and welcome back to another episode of the Blast Mod. You might be wondering, why is there a wheel loader in the cut? Well, you might remember last episode, we didn't have any pay dirt going for our wash plants and trommels. So all that was running were the crushers because we blasted so much bedrock. So today, in between blasting, we'll be running the wheel loader just to kind of show you guys how that works a little bit. To me, I think running equipment in this game is a super big plus, and I wanted to just show you some of that today. I know the blasting is a lot of fun, so we're going to do plenty of that today. Just to show you, this is how far I cut into the mountain off stream. We are back here. Look at this. So we got a good coal seam. All this is great bedrock. And if I have to be honest, I did a little bit of blasting offline. And some of this is a little jacked up. So I've changed the sluice runs to angle out immediately off the box instead of doing this up and then out, just to give us, you know, a little bit more material. And I had to rebuild some of this decking, and then I put up a lot of scaffolding so we can have some pretty nice blasts today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, because we're going to be blasting and loading with the wheel loader today. So I went ahead and capped off the end of our tunnel down here. That way we don't have any cave-ins on the equipment. And I sold the little bit of RDX we had in our pocket just so we don't have another mishap where you might have seen it in one of the earlier videos where we used our dynamite and it just destroyed all the dirt. None of it fell down to our hoppers. So anywho, we've got some fresh explosives in our pocket and we're getting ready to set some charges. And again, I'm just randomly clicking. There's no strategery or pinpoint precision stuff happening here. We're just clicking and having fun. Well, that looks like there's some gold in that, right? Doesn't that look like gold? I don't know. All right, that might be enough to get us started. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Oh, baby. Let's go. All right, so that's gonna hit the system pretty hard, but no problem. We're gonna go ahead and jump in this wheel loader. Now it's gonna be a little clunky here for a moment until, boy, look at all that. Yeah, once some of that starts getting processed, this should be pretty easy to get rolling. Whoa, and it's not. Maybe maybe we did too big of an explosion. Good grief, I can't even talk. My brain's freezing up. And that's all bedrock. So, you know, none of that's going into the wash plant or the trommels. All that's for pay dirt. So these rock blobs or rock nodes or whatever we want to call them, they're going straight to the crusher. So looks like our game's getting a little bit more playable. It might be looking a little rough. Oy, yeah, she's chooching. She's chooching. But we can run some dirt. And there we go. It's starting to look a little smoother. And all this, I think, is pay dirt. Sitting here looking at the dirt layers, I don't know if any of you guys are maybe more of an expert than me. Let me know down in the comments. I think that brown stuff is like overburden. And that's just like surface rock layer. I don't really know if that crushes down to gravels. And then where that turns like a lighter or a sandier color. I think all this is pay, but I'm not sure. We're just gonna run it all. Looks like it's cleared up down there a little bit. So let's maybe put in a few more scoops. It's a little tight down in here for this wheel loader. Super nice to run. Kind of struggling with this camera angle just a little bit. Maybe we try it like this. Look at the scoops it takes out of the side of the mountain. Yeah, this thing is a lot of fun to run, and it will put you in a trance. I don't know how to explain it, but when you're playing this game, when you start running some of this equipment, it will like put you in a trance just because of how smooth it is. It just works. I would say probably one of the hardest pieces of equipment I've had to run so far is I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's these kind of excavators, these front scoopers. I'm not sure exactly how. I don't think I'm putting it in a good use case, but I'm sure if you knew what you were doing with that piece of equipment, it looks like it's serious for moving some dirt. But this wheel loader, I mean, it just runs so smooth and so clean, and you're getting big old scoops of dirt with this thing. I think we're about ready for another blast. What do you guys think? Enough on the wheel loader? That's a fair amount of dirt. Look at this thing. All right, let's maybe do a charge up top. See if we can make our way up top. Let's see. Kind of want to blast. I haven't been counting. I know sometimes we say, hey, we're going to limit it to this many blasts, and then I don't know. I just get carried away. A little bit of Fortnite around here. It's a very OSHA approved scaffolding here. I know I make that joke like every episode, but I just want to know that. I want to let you know that I know it's ridiculous. All right, let's get this blast in here. This should be nice. Let's get down here and maybe watch it rain. You gotta start letting me know if you like them from the bottom or from the top. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Gotta back up. Oh, it's just raining down. We got all kind of good stuff in that too. There's coal, some overburden, some pay dirt. Yeah, that's a fair amount of dirt, don't you think? That's a good little pile. And it's running somewhat smooth. I think we'll set some charges and get ready for another blast down here in the with the bedrock. What do you think? We just place them in the top of the center of the old blast? I like that. Let's see what happens. Oh, cave in. Oh, look at this seam. That coal seam is super cool. Hopefully we can get almost all of that out of there. That'd be nice. All right, got all of our charges set. Doesn't look like they're all the way touching the ceiling, do they? They aren't. Oh well. We'll see how much we get off that. Look how fast all that dirt went away. Hey, there we go. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is build a ramp. Shoot, we might have to go higher. Look at that. Looks like a keyhole. Are we gonna start calling this the keyhole cut? That looks so cool. Uh-oh, getting some cave-ins. Alright, I know this is probably a pain in the butt to watch, but I'm gonna make sure we get a really good high blast right here. Because those last ones weren't touching the ceiling all the way, I don't think. So we're gonna make sure we're getting all the way up there. No! Oh! Come on. We'll shove one up in there too. Alright, that looks like that's it. Oh shoot, we didn't get full separation right here. Alright, that'll be fine. Knock these slabs out of here so all the debris will fall. Alright, open up the keyhole cut. Oh yeah. That right there is a thing of beauty. Look at that. All right, running a little sloppy. Give you a few more minutes of this wheel loader. See what you guys think down in the comments if you want to see more equipment on the channel, or if you guys like the blast mining and just want to see me move mountains. I'm good with that too. The only problem is you know, it's hard to fill the dead air with good banter, just scooping dirt. I am aware of that. So I mean, We're only going to be able to stretch the scoop and dirt content on a video so long, I think. Which I really didn't even make my first video until we were blasting, if that says anything. You know, I think the blasting is probably, you know, one of the coolest aspects of this game. Setting up a blast mine, tunneling and, you know, burrowing into a mountain, setting your charges. I mean, look at that cathedral, keyhole, whatever you want to call it. That's so cool looking. And we might just keep trying to go up and up and up. But we'll see what happens. We're pretty deep in the mountain now. I mean, we're deep enough to have this big old piece of equipment well under, you know, the overburden layer. That's how deep we're in here. I mean, this wheel loader is huge. Alright, got one more full bucket. We'll throw that in there. We'll call that a day with the wheel loader. So what? We did 10 or 15 scoops with the wheel loader, something like that. We did one probably 20 or so blast out here from up top, so that's going to be overburden and payload, or pay dirt. We'll throw the rest of these little dirt blobs in here. And then we did 2 blasts. I mean, I really think we only used something around 70, 75 sticks of dynamite. Hang on, no, we did what? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 blasts in here. And 1 blast on the outside. So this should be a pretty good cleanup. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a lot of coal. What do you guys think? I want estimates. Throw it down in the comments early. Oh, cave in. There we go. I want estimates. How much in gravel do you think we're gonna get? If you guys watched our last video, I think you could try to throw in a good estimate. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's gonna be over. It might be over 50K worth of gravels. I really think we're headed towards almost a $3 million cleanup. We'll see. All right. I think that's it. That's pretty good. We're not going to get every single one of them. Let's hop over to the wash plant and see what's happening over there. Oh yeah, she's a spinning. Looks like we're almost done with the pay dirt. Fractioners are definitely clicking away. We got a few of them. Looks like they're done. Well, same drill as usual. I will skip all this until the end, and we'll see y'all in just a few. All right, we did the full cleanup. So let's go ahead and see what our totals are. What'd you guess in the comments? I guess 50K in gravel. It's about 18K off. So maybe I was a little off on that one. I was a little ambitious. We only did 4 blasts this time, so not too shabby. We're at $500,000. I think I said we were going to do 3 million on this cleanup, and it's not looking like it. Let's see where we're at. 1.4 million. Wow. We didn't even do half of it. But still, 1.4 million cleanup. I think that's our biggest one yet on the channel. All right. And we're promoted. Let's go. Well, level 60, I think we get a few more cool pieces of equipment. But until then, We'll see you next time.